G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of Voxel Tycoon. And yes, we are towards the end of the series of Voxel Tycoon. This is our Passengers Let's Play. We started off over here with National Park and Gwalia, and our very first city over here, Crookwell. Of course, we've expanded to over the railway lines over here to Horsham, and we have gone absolutely crazy with expanding all the way down here to get some gold right down the end of the map over here. We can zoom down there, have a look at the gold over there in this lovely area, Katanning. So we are having some issues. There was due to be maybe one more episode, but we may have to do a couple more. Let me tell you what the issue is. So, a couple of episodes ago, we actually started making TVs, and you can see them here. Guys, I'm going to pause the game because it's going to be looking like it's paused anyway. So we've got TVs and radios being put in here, and of course we've got the last of the science goals. Bit of a lag there. Last of the science goals is computing devices. 3 of these fast labs going with those devices, and of course we're getting them, and it's going through them. However, I've spent about an hour planning this episode and working out what we need to do. We actually have a huge traffic jam and too much rail freight on the network to allow it to successfully move. I've had to put these guys into the depot. And we'll have a look at the new depot functionality as well at some point, where you can actually send them to the nearest depot. So they pathfind, send them to a selected depot, pathfinded, and tow is the old kind of zap to depot or whatever that used to be. And so, yeah, anyway, that's not the purpose of this episode though. The purpose of this episode is to solve the traffic jam. If I unpause the game, we've got big problems. So I've got to tell you all about this. I'm going to let you guys jump in and enjoy this Stitch Up intro, and I'm going to see you back in this area in just a sec. Okay, so I've got the game unpaused, and you can see that not much is moving around because we are getting trains that are stuck in here. If I was to release the 4 trains that are in there, and all of them are related to gold, but if I was to release those guys, we would have issues and the whole thing gets completely choked around here. Now, I come up with 2 solutions on how we can fix this. I'm going to pause it for the moment to get rid of these messages. So, 2 ways we could fix this. Well, the first way I thought is we could actually have an extension going through in between these mountains here, and we could actually have the approach to the hub. This is the hub station. This is our main train station and industrial hub. Trains could actually come through here, join up to this track, and then come around here. Now, it's going a little bit out their way because when they get round to Crookwell, remember the only way freight traffic can come this way is by going around the new bypass, the industrial bypass that we built. We decommissioned the original lakeside industrial railway lines, and we had all the freight traffic coming out the countryside, and it has been working till we get these big numbers. So one thing I was thinking of doing is just adding in an extra into here and getting rid of all this basically. So traffic approaching from here must come in that way. Now we could still make it the traffic leaving Industrial Hub can still take this line and head up. Well, we would be looking at it to say north. Let's look at it as north. I think it's, well, we would say this is east because we always look at the map like this. But anyway, yeah, traffic heading east would be able to head that way on that existing line, so we could do that. But there's a better solution. Now, it was going to be either or, but I think we're going to do both. The very next thing we want to do is to grab a station, and freight station 2, and let's make this guy, let's rotate him, and let's make him about as big as he can get. 250 meters to fit all of our trains. Yeah, there we go. So it's 250 meters. Yeah, there you can see there, 250 meters. And of course, let's add in some extra platforms and give them a little rotation. So I was thinking if we put something around here. So I was thinking of a land reclamation for all of this here, which will be expensive, maybe. And somewhere along, we can't put it underneath the pillars of the high-speed rail. So we need to put it, see, I cannot put it here. And this is the ideal approach, is to put it here. Now, the idea would be to put a station here. And if we did that, what we could do is we could then get all of the gold traffic, which affects this area here. All the gold traffic can use this station, and we can carefully reroute these secure warehouses, maybe even that last gold factory, and create a much better pass-through going into here. It would also mean that trains would be able to, so some trains would be going into Industrial Hub. We have a strange approach here because gold trains need to come into here and they'd swing in basically. So it could get a bit messy, but we could make them go around the turnabout as well. I was thinking of maybe even having the turnabout come in here and doing an inner turn or something. But let's get into it. I think let's get absolutely into it. Now I want to move some trains into the warehouse. So I want to move a lot of trains. We are paused, and I want to move quite a few trains into the warehouse. Everyone who's in this one at the moment shouldn't have an issue. So let's go like this. Okay, and these trains go immediately. They don't even take a second. They just go, don't they? Yep. And let's move this guy to warehouse as well. Yep. And you'll go. So before the update, these trains would have to just take a second before going to warehouse at the moment. And now what they do is they basically go there immediately, which is great. Yeah, I think we should move this guy as well, just to be safe. Okay, now the most important thing here is the land reclamation, and of course, because every single piece of rolling stock apart from the high-speed rail, but everything in our network runs on grade. It runs at the same grade. No trains go up or down. Even when we get to funny areas like, and you'll remember this from maybe episode 15 or 16, even when you get to funny areas like this, we keep everything at grade, so trains don't use any energy going up and down. I like to have everything at grade. And then a different grade for the high speed, which is what we've done. And we've got this funny little pylon here because of the right angle. We've discussed that before. So I think what I'm going to do is work out where I need to get this and then start to reclaim some land. So it will remember that station. So if I do this, in fact, let me just get rid of all those guys and do that again. Just brings up one of the boxes over there. Okay, I think where we're going to want it is we must remember at this end the train needs to be able to turn around. So we're probably going to have to move some of this infrastructure and some of this stuff over here. But the very first thing is reclaim the land, and I think let's just say from here all the way in, I think we're going to need to reclaim. So I'm going to go to terraforming, and I'm going to go down, and I want to get it from here. Yeah, it's where there's no, and I'm hoping I can do all this. I can't do it. I can only do it. Hang on. Oops, sorry. I can only do it where it is. Look at that, where it is shallow. Which is good. This is actually going to make us play within the game's parameters. I'm going to do it there. Oh, no, that's not a good one to do. I don't need to do that at all. Let me do this. No, that's wasting a lot of money. Okay, let's do these guys individually, and then we'll do these guys. Yep. Okay, across. You can go there and then across. Yep. And I think, let's see what we could do here. We could do this. That'll get us to there. Can I get this bit? No. So let me do it there and we'll try and get something even. Okay, I'm just going to do it to here actually. Let's do it here. Let's just do it there. Okay, and then what we want to do, how are we going for the money? We've got plenty of money there. Yep, and then what we want to do here is try and get, let me think about this. I think we're going to have to bulldoze and get rid of this as well and make this go completely around. That's going to be part of it. Okay, so in that case, let's get rid of these guys. They're gone, and then we should be able to now get rid of what do I want here? Do I want, oh no, I want shift just to do it from there. Sorry, control just to do small bits and shift to do the big bits. Okay, let's use control for the small bits on the curve, then we use shift for the middle sections, get rid of. Okay, now what we want to do is I want to start to also regrade the land from here. And that's going to be like that. So that'll be there. And then I think what we'll do is we'll do, that's probably pretty good. Could we do then, that's 700,000. That allows us to go, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Could we do this? 1.6 million. So that's allowing us to go out onto the land there. We could have just gone straight over the top of it. I didn't even have to get rid of all that earlier. Well, that is really unfortunate, but I think we're going to be okay. Let's go with this as our little footprint, and we'll see whether or not we like this. I'm just going to unpause the game there and just see if there's a problem. Anything sort of not working? Well, lots isn't working because the network's all over the shop. Okay, that's enough for us to get some stuff in, and I think that's quite nice. Now let's think about this station, and this will be the gold station where things for gold will be brought in, raw gold, and shipped out as well. Maybe some other products as well. Now, the reason I talked about this in the last episode as well, the reason I'm in this mess is because I originally built this hub and built along here and reserved this space. Then I got cocky and thought, oh, I need it. But in a tight little, fairly realistic industrial space, when I'm trying to get through to the very end game of Voxel Tycoon, and this will be my first time I've actually played through to the very end, then of course, you need, I think, room for 2 of these maximum industrial hubs. That is the maximum size of a station. So we go here and we'll put in the station. Now I think we've actually got a bit laterally this way across, we've got a bit of room here. So I was thinking 4. I think if we can get 5 or 6, we probably are just future proofing. And again, trying to learn the lessons. You know, we have to fit some warehouses. I think we'll go with 5. You know, I've got at the moment 4 raw gold trains, and then I've got 2, but I only use 1 of the gold bars, and then I intend to ship out the gold rings as well. But I think we'll go with 5. And I'm going to put this in. I'm thinking about the turnabout here, and I think I need to increase that land all the way up and have the turnabout. But I'm going to basically, I'm just looking at that bit up there, and I'm going to basically put this guy here. Now I'm thinking of trains coming around. I'm thinking of trains going into it, but they've then got to swing around. So let me think. I'm going to put him there and just make it work. Yeah, I'm going to put it there. We just have to commit to this. I think we just have to do it. Okay, let's connect everything into the network and see how we go. Now, what we want to do is we will need to, let's reroute some of this stuff. I'm going to lose all those TVs, aren't I? I'm going to lose all this. I don't have infinite resources on, so I don't know if I want to lose all that. We may be able to leave this guy here until a bit later. We are going to have to move everything, but we're going to have some trains with some pathfinding issues. But what we could do is we could... Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me get some extra land here. Right. And what we're going to do is have these guys come in to there. That amount. Yep, and go all the way across and then go out to there. Yep. Okay, so that is how that's going to go. And then I'm going to put, if I can... Okay, let's get rid of this guy. Up until, say, here. And there. Actually, let's get rid of both these guys now. I'm then going to get rid of this, and the tunnel. And then I want to maybe get rid of everything in the middle there. Now let me tuck this along here and just see if we can get this a bit tucked in more. If I go conveyor belts, I should be able to go lay conveyors. Oh, what a time for it to save. Brilliant. Okay, let's go to the conveyors and we'll put this along here and we'll do this to here with a turn. And then we're keeping things tight there. Yep, and I will have to unpause the game just for a second while I reverse some of these. Let me do some long reversing's. Yep, we'll have some pathfinding issues shortly. That should have reversed it enough. I think I'll now... I think I'm just going to get rid of this and sacrifice these guys. I sort of think I just have to. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of them. Wasn't too many. We are probably going to have to lose a few there as well. Okay, so that's that. Then I want to get these guys now to go onto the new aligned rails and see if this works at the top end of things. This will be the pass-through rail. And it's going to come right the way round to there. That's beautiful. Right, let's see if that works. I've got it game pause, so we might be right to see if this works. I think I want trains to always approach this new station here, coming in this way and always leaving that way. No one will ever have to approach it from this side. This is only for gold, which comes from down here and then is processed in here, but then is exported around to there and goes up that way. At the moment, if we find that there's different things happening with other export places, then we'll deal with it. Okay, let me see if I do 2 out and then I go, now I'm trying to, okay, let's leave that. Now let me see here, because what I want to do is let me do a pass-through track, and then let me also do this. Yeah, that's nice. This is good. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Is there a problem? Yes, there is. Okay, halfway through. I've got to get rid of those 2 guys and connect him up. Now, don't forget to always get rid of these little errors. They'll bug you later when you're trying to find the problems. Okay. So what we're going to do here is, now this is the return line. So at the moment the return line just has to, I just want to get this going again. So let's get the return line to go into here. Yeah, to there. Oh, not there. Yep, that'll work. Now, that means that return trains can only go down here at the moment. They can't swing back in because there's no ability for trains to get from this outer line and there, from there. Oh yes, yes they can. They can take the inner line. Brilliant. So that will be fine. Then if we move some of this stuff, what we could do though is, let's do this. Let's see if we can keep this guy here for the moment and move him once we've got everything else kind of working. So let's do this and let's do this and then get rid of everything in between. Let's work out what the rail needs to be. So coming out of here, these guys would now need to be, so you'll go out, right? So coming out of here, you'd expect one to then turn off and either join up to one of these lines. So at the moment, we're going to route the trains going around here. We may choose to change that in a little while as well. At the moment, we're going to say the trains will use the turnabout, and I might just see if our other solution works too. We've only got 3.3 million, but I want to get it functional and then activate it so we can get a bit more money coming in as well. So let me just do that. Yeah, it's not bad. Now, if I could do perhaps that, no. But I could do that, yes. Now if I do this, alright, will this work? At the moment, what we're going to do, all we're going to do at the moment is so these guys are going that way. So if I put a cut in, I'm just thinking conveyor belts now. I'm swapping from that to that, but I need, if I do conveyor belts, I only have to connect to one of these lines. So if I do, let's put some cuts in. If I do a cut here and here, and on the other side I do it, hang on. Actually, if I do it, you know what? Let me put this there. There, get rid of that and do that, get rid of those 2. I will just reshape this now, fix it, yep. And remember, these guys are going from this side to this side, so we need to connect him first. So let's get him straight down. We want tunnel and we want out of tunnel, and then we want tunnel and we want out of tunnel. That should be enough. We might have some issues with directional, but let's just flip those guys so they work. Flip them a few times even on pause. They now head the right way. You can see the little arrows. So that's brilliant. Grab our conventional rail and connect him up to there. Then I want to see if these guys will tie in to this nicely. Looks like they will. Yep. So we need to go right up to there, connect in. This is crudely done, but it will work. Yep. Very crudely done, but it will work for the moment, because what we want to do is just get some functionality going. Now, I'm thinking for this guy, we just do this. So he doesn't have to try and squeeze through there. So that works. Don't forget the guys are heading this way coming out of it. So this way. So this is brilliant. So at the moment, freight trains with gold ore will need to come through here, participate in the turnabout, and then come out here and jump into the new station. Trains that are heading from here, the Industrial Hub 1, and back into here will go into the bypass to then head off into other destinations. That's fine. Trains coming in from the other destinations get into this line and return there into that. Now, of course, we are going to want trains who are coming out of here. Whoop. That's the delete button. Trains who are coming out of here with empty raw gold ore trains will need to jump back onto this line here. So let me do this. Just see if I can get under a pylon. Yeah, that'll work. One more, and then one more again, and then we're in. Okay, that works. Do all the signaling later. Here's the so that's everyone getting out. And then what we need to do, this guy should be this is the sharpest one. So let's do that. If I do that. Okay, get rid of just one little piece. And do this. All right. It just looks a bit odd, but it's not. Oop, that was. In fact, we can do that. If we get the measurements right, we could do this and just do the tidy up at the end. And of course the pass through. And do the 3 tidy ups all together. 1, 2, and 3, being careful. Okay, so that looks like it would work. If we signal this up and release all the trains and then reroute the gold, we might be okay. What we haven't done at the moment, we haven't actually moved any infrastructure, but this allows us to do that a bit later. Oh, one thing we haven't done is just connected these guys, but now that we've got that, we could do this, can't we? Let's just connect these guys in. Then we'll do some signaling. Yeah, we're going to do some signaling, people. Don't panic about that. Bless the signaling. Directional change, please. Ooh, let's do a few. Okay. Right, before we unpause it, let's do some signals. Rail and signals. And let's look at these semaphores. So, block signals. Right, let's think about this. So you have to make a decision going into an intersection, and in the intersection, yes, but once you come out, you should be able to then go, here's a standard one. So that sort of breaks that up. This entire green is all one signal at the moment. I'm going to use a, where is it? Pre-sem. So a chain signal here. About to make a decision, and then once we're in here, I'm going to do another chain signal there. Yep. Okay. But then I'm going to move a standard semaphore nice and close and just see if we can reblock that. Then I want to say to these guys, let's line up these guys together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That makes that all one little block. Now coming out to here, I'm going to go. What I would like to do is no. Let's just do pre's, and we'll do them here with a bit sticking out. So, oop, not there. There, here, and here. Always moving forward. Get rid of that one. And if we grab these, what do we got there? And I'll put another one there just to line it up nicely. There isn't any issues here, so let's just put one here and here just to re-break these guys. I could use the directions here, but I'll just sorry, the spacing, the automatic spacing tool. Now I've just put the wrong signals in, so let's change these to blocks. Hang on, so you should be a pre, you need to be block and block though, both heading in that direction though, so block and block. Yeah, good. Now coming back this way, I'm going to put a block here and then put a pre just after it, before that intersection, and then we'll get a nice little block out to here. I'll now put onto the do I want these to be lined up? No, I'm just going to space them out. Yep, and then we've got a little decision to make here. Yep, and I'm going to put another one there as well, just to fix those. Could I also just shorten this one here with a standard sem? Yes, I can. And yes, I can, which helps just to keep things moving. So that's quite good, actually. I like that. Yeah, that is nice. You can see all the signaling there. I think it all works. Okay, all we need to do now is look at the gold route. Now, the gold trains, I think I've got 5 of them, but they're all on the same route, so we only need to change one of them. So, Mount Magnet South, we want that. Yes, and then the Industrial Hub to be the second. No, we want to change this, and we want to reselect it, and it's going to be, what's this station called? Dalgety Annex. We're going to call this the Gold Hub. Where's the name of the stations? Fix that in a sec. Okay, so that's that one. It's got the full, yep. So we changed that one. And what we want to do is, so that means all the trains should function to there, and then this is the other one here. And he goes from the Industrial Hub to Gwalia Branch over there for a drop off to these guys. And it's gold bars that he's taking, gold ingots, but we want to change that as a pickup point. We want this to be change it to this one, Dalgety Annex. Okay, I'm just going to see why that train is not obeying any signals. No, I just turned his notifications off when I was playing earlier. Okay, or just tinkering. Alright, now the only thing we'll need to do is move a few warehouses around, but I think it's safe now to unleash the dragon. Of course we get an issue here immediately. Oh yes, because you're electrified. Okay, we must electrify. Okay, I forgot about that. Don't forget to electrify, people. Okay, let's electrify some of this. I'm just doing it anywhere at the moment. I'm hoping it doesn't put things left and right. So I'm trying to get all the gaps. I'm going to do the pass-through as well, but not the one that goes out there. So that is everything, including the station, I believe. These are not connected to anything, so we need this to be here, and we will need it to be across here. Oop. Okay, we'll get that happening. That works. Turn that one off and then do this one. There we go. That works. And then turn this one on. Okay, that is everything, I believe. So electrified. Let's get these guys. It's only these guys who need to be. So he needs to come in. So we might be right there with that electrification. No, we need to do this bit as well. Not that bit. Thank you very much. I want that unelectrified. Thanks. Let me see. So let me see. Oh, I do not want this electrified. Okay. Yep, you do not need, but it's this bit. There we go. Okay, now we should have everything good because we've now got this being electrified, although we will need this if he's going the other way. And that means we'll need this bit. Yep, brilliant. So that's that. That should be that. If we unpause the game, do we notice if my little man is having issues? I'd like him to go to the branch, and then we'll see about him. So let's see if this guy goes here. Now there's another gold train moving away just then. Let's see about this. Okay, these guys are catching up. We might have to go have a look at some conveyor belts. I think they're just catching up though. Yeah, I think they're all flowing. Where's this? Okay, this gold train is now going that way. Let's go to speed 2 and just watch a few things move here. So he's going back out to... No, he's going to turn. And what he's doing is he's got gold on him. So he's coming in here to get into the new station. So I'm going to go here and just let's rename this station. It's going to be called Gold Hub. Gold Hub, brilliant. Okay, just unpause that there. And we'll see these guys come out. Watching a passenger train go through there, and then this guy will come out to here. Now he's going to try and unload his gold. And this is where we'll need to put up some more infrastructure, but I'll probably do this in between episodes, guys. What I'll do is I'll move the raw, because all raw will come to here, and I want let me get 2 raws. We'll get them in sitting in here. We probably at that stage will get them looking like, let me show you what I plan to do. Security warehouse. I have them looking like this. So we'll do like 2 raws loading in with the gold, and then that gold can make its way to these guys, and I'll reroute all that shortly by bringing a conveyor belt in here and plugging into these guys. We have kind of built this out a little bit, but I think we don't really need it. Gold isn't part of the end game anyway. It's a mod. As fabulous as it is, Scaleman is absolutely brilliant. So he can't unload because he doesn't have the warehouses. That's fine. So we're going to move those guys. That'll be him. Then we'll have the bars, which are going to be exported. So again, coming out of this factory, this one, they're then going to be exported or put into that. So I'm going to have maybe another one of those guys sitting around. Maybe, yeah, we might have the first one here. So we might have the gold bars 2, then we might have raw 2, and then we will then move the we'll move the gold rings 1. So we'll do 2, 2 and 1 here, so we've got plenty of room to store those 3 products. And what I'll do is I'll just reroute them all, so I won't get rid of the things and lose the products. This has got 211 gold rings in it, which is worth an absolute fortune, and I need a buyer to take those off my hands. But in the meantime, I've got to move them to the new storage area. This has been a really productive episode of Voxel Tycoon. I have been looking at this for a long time, working out how I make the change, and I couldn't work out how to do it. Next episode, what we'll do is we'll get in and we'll do that bypass here if we think we need it, but maybe moving just this is going to be enough. I like it. It's like a little airport expansion. I love how one's up and one's across too. I'm very happy with this. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. This is Voxel Tycoon. I'm Stitch Up. Don't forget to leave your comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the very next episode. Cheers.